Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. Just a reminder, we're at Torment 8 and we are trying to get the last piece of our wonderful Savages set. Failing that, enough of any other set that we can really just kind of like make it work. If we get the hands or the feet, I'll probably switch across to them. I think it'll be worthwhile us doing that. If we get any other part, we'll do some re-rolling and see if we can make that work instead. We don't have any Greater Rift keystones, so we're just going to run in and do a regular rift and take it from there. The idea being, once we get that last bit, we'll hopefully be in a position where we can move on up. Maybe not to Torment 12, but certainly a little bit further. I remember we were shouting at everything in order to really make it all work. That is the way we do most of our killing at the moment. We do a decent amount of killing just by stabbing people, but shouting is really the fun thing. That is our weapon that is causing that massive avalanche. And of course, once we get up our frenzy stacks, our damage reduction kicks in. So there's a definite benefit for us constantly going around killing things. Yes, more Death's Breath. It's not as many as we would get if we were doing things with our Crusader, but there's more chance of us actually finding items that will be useful to us this way. So you have to take the best of the choices. Of course, the other thing we could do is we could grind on our Crusader and get a ton of Death's Breaths and then do some upgrades, but that's only going to get us so far. There's no guarantees we'll get what we need, and I think it's more fun to actually play as the Barbarian while we're trying to sort them out. Oh, loads of guys coming in, aren't they? That was a little bit painful for a moment there, but we got it all in hand. We did kill the winged assassin. Ah, yeah, there's the orbs. Ooh, that looks like more elites over there. Yeah, come and stand on top of the Death Doom bit. Stamp on you so you take a bit more damage as well. Grab that. And let's hop out before it becomes problematic for us. Now, obviously, we're not going at a huge pace with this, but we're going fast enough. Now, is there going to be anything down here, or is this just going to be a waste of our time? Well, not entirely a waste of our time, but I don't think we're going to be finding anything amazing. Oh no, it does extend. Who knew? That's worked exceptionally well for us. Grab. So at the moment we're just using the one shout to trigger things. I could swap our leap out for the other shout, and we could do more. But I really love the mobility that we get from it. So I'm not sure that would be a smart move. I'm not sure it would benefit us anyway. Who's next? Yeah, let's get some extra guys in. Let's not stand in the middle of the explosions though. Jeez. Just seems like a bad idea waiting to happen. Oh, did not quite manage to keep our frenzy stacks out. That's a shame. Still, they come back quickly enough. When it's 5, it's not a problem. When it's 10, I'm sure that'll potentially be an issue because we'll need that extra damage reduction if we're running it at a much higher level. Yeah, more death breaths. I'm hoping that we'll have enough to do an upgrade at the end of this. We haven't really got a ton of them, but we are getting a few. Failing that, of course, there's always going to be blood shards, and they will do quite nicely for us. Wow, Amos is really going at his food today. Normally he doesn't eat a huge amount, so hearing him going com 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 in the background is it's encouraging. Cool. Gems, they're always helpful. Oh, that is not what I wanted. That door is still intact. Yeah, the avalanche has a decent enough range. I'll tell you what, I am very glad that we're not using the stone gauntlets on this character though. Yeah, come in here, take some damage. Give me those death breaths. I'm sorry, did you just leap through me while I was leaping towards you? That's just rude. I don't know. These creatures, they think they're all that when they're leaping around. I think we all know who the king of leaping is. And it's not even the build that we're really going for. Okay, nothing there. Okay, Rift Guardian time. Rift Guardian is actually up the other way, so we'll give them a moment to come in. Well, that is just going to be annoying. That's better. Okay, 2 Great Wave Keystones. That's plenty for the moment. We've got everything else killed. It looks like he's the last one. Right, back to town we go. Okay, so we are going once again for gloves. Gloves are really what's going to round out our damage. That's unfortunate. In terms of upgrades, 18 death breaths is not enough. It's just not enough. with only 18 Death's Breaths, I don't really want to re-roll the stats on any of these bits either. It's a bit of a shame. Okay, well, let's do some Greater Rifts. The Greater Rifts will give us... Were we running at Torment 9? Oh, maybe I should have put the difficulty up. Because that's only 3 levels away, yeah. Right, we'll do Torment 9 because we were doing that before, apparently. Obviously, all these statements are subject to fear, running away, other fun things, you know. Ooh, no, don't get us stuck like that. That's going to be terrible. There we go, much better. Oh, did you see that explosion? That was pretty cool. And normally we end up with these impacts going off in like very enclosed areas. There we go, another one bites the dust. The Rift Guardian will be harder, of course, but I think we're probably going to be tough enough for anything that does come across. Yeah, every now and then it does feel like our damage drops. That's almost certainly going to be down to the timing of the convention of elements. You know, when everything's timing well, we do quite a lot of damage, but if it's not on, it's not on. Hey boss, are you going to settle down, mate? What are you doing? Okay, I see an opportunity over here. Conduit. So that's great because Conduit, and great because it gives us a buddy, and great because it's right at the start of this level. Don't run away from me. I'm trying to get you killed. This guy is going to be annoying. He is in like the worst place. Ah, oh, lovely. Step back in just as our buddy decided he was going to start his attacks. Okay, I think we want to go this way. And this way finishes in that corner, so that is definitely not the way we want to go. Let's try down to the left instead. Yeah, without the damage reduction stacks, it really does hurt at this level. So we've got to be careful when moving between groups. Well, I like to think I helped with that bit. Although this friend of ours is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Okay, so over to the right. See the way on just up there. I want to clear these guys out before we move through, just in case we need to come back this way. That's another good start to an area. Okay, that's a little cul-de-sac that there's nothing we care about in. And up here, you guys look interesting. Not so keen on the fireballs. Okay. Jump. And hammer. A mighty belt. That's the most interesting thing there. Let's ID it. It's the Undisputed Champion. Frenzy gains the effect of every rune and deals a hell of a lot more damage. That is amazing. So if we're going to get that into the cube, we will need to do some jiggery pokery. The reason I say that is because we could do one extraction. We can do one extraction because we have one Ariat War Tapestry.
I need to go back.
So this is actually going to work okay for us. In that case, gloves over here.
That is too expensive.
It's the Savages. Amazing. There's the 6-piece and the Undisputed Champion. We might be strong enough now. We don't have the extra stacks, but we might be strong enough to push through to the higher levels. So we would just need to think about our damage reduction and how we're going to improve that. Maybe if we get rid of the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac and swap it for something else. Let's ID our stuff. Okay, so Frostburn was an option. Frostburn is obviously retired now. We're going to take the Undisputed Champion and we're going to put it in the cube. Wait, hang on. We have a few Frostburns to choose from. Yes, so we'll swap Odin's Son out for the Undisputed Champion. This is going to be pretty incredible. 400% extra damage. That's the kicker that we're taking from this. I think all of these are going to get salvaged up. Okay, so because we're not doing Frostburn anymore, we don't need to be cold. Feared, frozen, or stunned enemies is what we're looking at. In terms of improving our damage output, if we go Compass Rose and Traveler's Pledge, that's a 50% damage reduction. We don't need the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac because we're not really caring about our cooldowns that much, and it's not really helping us that much because we're all about the frenzy. So we need to roll a socket into this. Probably instead of that intelligence, because intelligence. It's a real shame because this is a nice one. Let's have a look at reforging and see what we would need for that. Just hypothetically, because I'd much rather swap something else across. So reforge legendary takes 5 of each. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Oh, and that's, yeah. I don't want to have to take something out for that either. But this is all about the necessity to get us to Torment 12. Alright, let's re-roll this. If we get socket on it, great. Otherwise, we'll just take whatever else we can get. So strength for now. Okay, so we need more Imperial Diamonds. In the meantime, do I want Bane of the Trapped or do I want Gogok of Swiftness? It does give us dodge. So I think it's the Gogok that I want. So Imperial Diamond, 15 will be plenty. We don't have enough Death's Breaths to try that. Come on, give me a socket. Give me a socket. I want my Bane of the Trapped. There we go. Okay. We can leave Bane of the Stricken. I'm not too fussed about that. The Unforgiving passive is not really anything that we cared about. We're going to be getting Fury by attacking. So we'll get our damage reduction from Aquila Cuirass that way. So I think this is actually going to work out to be a better setup for us. I will try it at the next Torment level up before we go jumping head first in though. So the first thing we do is Great Rift, Torment 10. Just as a reminder, we are doing 1000% increased damage per stack. It's going to be a lot. We should be able to stomp through Torment 10. Mostly I'm interested about the survivability. This is our last Great Rift Keystone, so after this we'll need to do a little bit more. Right. Here we go.
Need more time.
Yep, we're definitely doing a lot of damage. Aquila Cuirass is not going to be helping us out until we get up to the high levels. But it's helping us out enough, I'd say. Okay, I can work with this.
Still recharging.
Does still feel very janky. But I'd say this is fine enough that we can put the difficulty up to Torment 12. And probably it's made me want to change my secondary thing off, so it's no longer
Need more time.
Rend, but instead is something like Iron Skin or so something to give us a little bit of an extra oomph just in case. Okay, I'd say we've done this bit. Let's move on. I'm very happy we got both the gloves and the Undisputed Champion. I mean, Kadala was actually really nice to us. I complain about her all the time, but this time she came through. Exactly what we needed. And exactly when we needed it as well. Now, of course, Nemesis braces are helping us with our speed through the rifts, but they are dangerous. At Torment 12, they might end up causing our death, so if we find better braces, I'd be okay with switching off them. But they are really cool when they work. Even more? Sure. Let's open it all up. Oh, this has got to be Rift Guardian time soon.
You cannot stand before me.
Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, we can definitely put it up. Let's grab all of these and we'll see what we can do. So we don't have a socket up in here. I'm okay not putting Bane of the Stricken in for the moment. We'll carry on upgrading it just, you know, because we can. But we now have
Returning to town.
2 last things to do. A Torment 12 Rift and then a GR55. I will ID our stuff first before we do that. Let's just put this up. Torment 12. Restraint, Breaker's Wraps, the Furnace, and Depth Diggers. Depth Diggers would actually be a really good one for us to be using, because we are, of course, using a primary skill. But we'd have to salvage, get rid of something else, potentially the Envious Blade, and we would need to be able to extract another thing, which we can't do. So I'm just going to salvage all of this stuff up. Okay, drop these off and let's have a look. So Rend, we are going to change a Rend. We don't want Rend to be Rend anymore. Let's make it be... This can be Wrath of the Berserker. Insanity. And that means over here we can go for one of our defensive skills, such as Ignore Pain. Let's go for Ironhide. Rampage is okay. But I think I'm going to switch it over for Relentless, just in case. 25% increase in strength is a lot of strength to potentially get, but right, the other thing I wanted to do, and this is where the smarts, big brain play comes in. Holy damage increased 20%. We can't change it to holy damage. That's useless to us. So What can we do that's better in terms of braces? We might not actually have any better braces. Holy braces again. Lightning. Castirian wrist guards will work. So the reason I'm changing it over to these is we can then change Frenzy over so it's the lightning one. And that will directly improve our damage output. And I think it'll improve it by more than having that extra 80 strength on there and 5% crit chance. Let's actually have a look. 620k, actually no. Hard to say because this doesn't actually take account of the percentage bonuses. I'll keep it as we are. I'll keep it as we are for now. Unless we have like an obviously better ancient one. Which I don't think we will have. Yeah, so for most of them we'd end up losing like 10% damage in order to gain 18%. But we would then lose out on the pylon boosting, which is a pretty big thing. Okay, so regular rift. Got to get our run on so that we get our initial damage reduction.
Unleash your power, champion.
I have started straight away with an ignore pain, just because this looks like it's potentially going to be kind of nasty. And I am not sorry that I did that. Yeah, we can definitely kill them, but we've got to keep up our momentum. And not get, like, absolutely murdered by everything.
Still recharging.
These are the worst things for us. I'm very glad I switched over to Relentless. I think that was the smartest move that I've done in a while. I would have potentially also done some of the other defensive ones if we weren't already kind of like built around being very, very, very tough. That's hurting a lot. This is a terrible place to fight. Come away. Okay.
Not ready yet.
You. Everyone is shielded. Right, one gone. Another one gone. There's the last. Remember, this is to make sure that we'll be able to actually stand up. So this going well is a pretty solid indicator that we'll be alright.
Not ready yet.
I am definitely going to clear the area though before I invite any other ones to join us.
Still recharging. Your flesh is weak.
just a tiny bit more stressful than running at the lower difficulties. Just a bit. But we are, I mean, this is kind of comfortably on the edge of what we can manage. We've not gone massively into danger with this. Because we're not just getting one shot by things. And Ignore Pain is working wonders for us. You can definitely notice when the convention of elements ticks around, though. It is that's helping us sort this all out. All the bad breath. Yeah, I think one of the reasons why I dislike oppressors so much isn't so much that they breathe fire. It's the range of it, the range and spread. You think you're safe, and they've actually got a much longer range than you expect. No, that did not go the way I wanted it to. There's the last one. Okay, maybe it's down this way. Thing is, we end up standing still as well some of the time, which is not brilliant. I'm very glad we switched over to the Traveller's Pledge and Compass Rose. I think that was the right move to make. But I do need to keep running between mobs rather than just kind of like running up to them and stopping. I'll get them all killed. And this guy. I should probably be saving our Ignore Pain for emergencies rather than just using it as a matter of course. Yeah, you know what? I think it is going to be down that way, actually. No, it is definitely not. And this guy was all frenzied up, so we couldn't actually hurt him. Another mechanic that I've said before, I just don't agree with it. You know, if you've got a shield, sure, a shield, but the thing that gives them frenzy, that's not supposed to be a shield. all of the stabbing right in the face. I am going to put on our wonderful protection for these guys. Because if they're doing that mortar thing, that's not fun for us. This is all connected back up to where we were. This is the worst rift. I will find the way through eventually. Ooh, terrible time for the Rift Guardian. I guess we will make it work. Oh god. Get him killed. Get him killed. There we go. And some extra health, please. And some extra health, please. Thank you. Okay, we didn't trigger a death, but that was sketchy. Getting hit by the poison as we jumped over it felt a little bit cheap. But, you know, what are you going to do? Right. I'm going to gamble for two-handed mystery weapons, because we might get bastions revered in the last minutes. No, of course we're not going to. In terms of upgrades, we can't afford to do one. So we're just going to ID what we've got and then do what might be the final Greater Rift of the season. Broken Crown, Iron Tone Mudsplitters. Better Castilian Viscards. Okay. That's their dexterity. Why are they dexterity? No, let's re-roll that dexterity on them. You know what? I don't care about it. Let's re-roll the holy skills on this. We've got Death Breath now. We can do that. Okay, 17% extra damage. That's great. I want to try and improve our survivability a little bit. Let's get rid of resource costs on this. And instead change it for vitality. That'll do. Over here, let's get rid of weapon throw damage. Turn that into vitality. All this is like really going to help us out. We can no, that's socket. Let's get rid of Furious Charge and try and turn that into life. Hey, lovely. Okay, so with a significant boost to our survivability, I think we're going to be fine. Goodbye Broken Crown, goodbye Iron Toe, goodbye nice looking Castilian Rift Guards. It's time for the final run. Right, so first of all, damage reduction. Run in spot for a little bit just before we actually go and engage anything. So I'm glad I've got all that extra life. You know, might actually turn out we needed it. Yeah, those are getting a little bit painful. Ooh. Right, we've done the worst thing. We've retreated forwards. So let's back off a little bit. Start taking these mobs out one at a time. It's a juggernaut, that's why it's been so nasty. Okay, gone. Oh, talk about an epic start. Definitely not keen on the number of ranged mobs that there are in this this rift. I actually popped our Ignore Pain on purpose there, just because I saw that meteor coming in and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get my mouse to somewhere clear for us to be able to get away from it. Okay, give me interesting mobs. Not too many though. Just a couple of interesting mobs. I don't want like 12. Okay, this is a little bit more interesting. Ooh. Let's temporarily step to the side of that. Again, with all the ranged mobs, that's what's really causing us trouble. Tell you what, I am so glad we have the Gogok of Swiftness for that extra dodge as well. It's all about fine-tuning your offense and defense, as you would expect, but especially so in hardcore, because you only get the one chance. So err on the side of caution. Liquor was at exactly the wrong time. I think it heard what I said about ranged mobs and it's decided it's going to put all of them on this one as well. Oh my word. Okay. Let's go a little bit crazy on our damage. I want to try and make sure that our Berserker is ready when we get to the Rift Guardian as well. We're only halfway through the Rift, of course, but... Oh, nightmarish, not cool. Luckily it made us kind of run away in the correct direction. No. Whoa. I just managed to pop our healing potion in time there. Oh my god, that was sketchy as hell. Right, ignore pain. You fighting like that at a bottleneck of all places. Right, let's come back and get these purple orbs. Our extra Barbarian is definitely going to help us out here, but we have gone through a couple of brown trouser moments already. They would have been much more useful at the start. Especially if they don't carry through to here. And this is a terrible place to fight the Rift Guardian. I need to be moving around. We are not getting our damage reduction from the Traveler's Pledge. The Endless Walk set. It is much more suited to things like the Whirlwind Barbarian, where you're constantly moving. Even when you're not moving, you're moving. Fortunately, we are not going to have our Berserk mode just as we hit the Rift Guardian, so it's going to be part way through. Unless, like, I really draw this out, which I'm not planning on doing. Thank you, Cormac. Nice and convenient getting them all together. 99%. Okay, that'll do. There we go! Dynasty! Guardian complete. I am so happy about that. Hey Urshi, let's just put it in these. We don't care. We are done. Back we go. Thank you very much, Auric. Okay, well, there we have it. We have our conquests. We have the whole of the season journey completed, and 2 characters that we've done pretty nicely with, I'd say. My thoughts on the season as a whole: the pylon effect with the Nephilim shades. It's interesting, but they are too powerful for what they are. So we've knocked this out in 30-something episodes, when normally it would take about 45, 46 to go through everything in the season. So it's, in my opinion, it's made things about 30% easier. There's still quite a bit of grinding that happens in the game as a matter of course, but it got us to the point where we could do the grinding without like really needing to worry. The leveling wasn't difficult because of them. There were still a couple of times when we put ourselves in danger, but I was taking a lot more risks than I would normally. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they have next season, but I'm hoping it's not just something that just flat makes it easier. I'm hoping it's something that makes things a bit more interesting. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live, which will be next season now. Otherwise, see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.